Good morning, Chasm listeners. Today is Saturday, August 1st, 2020, and this is your weekly conservation report. My name is Tessa Zee, Soil Conservationist with the Stearns County Soil and Water Conservation District. Today I wanted to talk about the SWCD's new cover crop program. This cover crop program focuses on targeting certain areas in Stearns County, namely the drinking water supply management areas. These include the Bacchus Lake area, just south of Melrose, just north of Sauk Center, Paynesville area, and near Cold Spring. These drinking water supply management areas, or DWSMAs, are areas that have been identified that could benefit the most from conservation practices to help improve water quality. So we launched this cover crop program to assist in that way. Cover crops have many benefits. They have the potential to increase soil organic matter, prevent soil erosion, conserve soil moisture, reduce soil compaction, increase nutrient cycling in soils, as well as provide nitrogen for plant use. I could go on and on. For this program, there's an annual payment rate based on number of species planted for cover crops. A single species is $50 per acre, 2 species is $60 per acre, and 3 species plus is $75 per acre. There is potential, however, for financial assistance at lower rates in other areas of the county besides the DWSMAs that we're targeting. These payment rates are a flat rate per acre, with a maximum of $5,000 per producer per year, and the payment is made in a lump sum following certification of year 1. The criteria of the program include that a 3-year contract is required, a maximum of 50% of a producer's cropland is eligible, and the remaining acres may be enrolled in other programs. The practices may rotate each year of the contract, meaning if you have 20 acres in your contract, you can plant cover crops on a different 20-acre field each of your 3 years. Grazing is allowed on the cover crops. Another flexible thing about this program is that, for example, if there was inadequate weather conditions, the SWCD may allow for a single contract amendment to add 1 year for completion of the 3 years of cover crops. So if it was super wet like last year and you're not able to get your cover crops in, you can just do it again the next year. If you're interested in this program, please feel free to contact our office at 320-251-7800 extension 3, and a conservation planner will give you a call back and give you more information and a link to the application. Additionally, all the information about the new cover crop program is also located on our website, stearnscountyswcd.net/covercrops. Every week I make sure to read new articles that have come out from my colleagues so I can keep up to date on new topics and information. This week I read an article by Vasudha Sharma, Extension Irrigation Specialist at the University of Minnesota. The article was How to Ensure Efficient Crop Irrigation Management. Our office has definitely seen an increase in irrigation water management interest in the past year or so I was excited to read the article. I thought I would give some highlights for you all. As we all know, high crop water demand and low rainfall at this time of the year at some times make irrigation essential in many parts of Minnesota, especially in this central region. It is important to determine the crop's active rooting depth and the corresponding available water holding capacity for each soil type in the field. Then you should be selecting the predominant soil types that could be used for irrigation water management purposes. Next, she talks about the importance of defining the management allowable soil water depletion, or MAD, limits of the selected soil types and the crops to be grown on your fields. What is maximum allowable deficiency? Well, maximum allowable deficiency is the amount of water stored in the soil that is readily available for the plant. It's important to know what your soil's maximum allowable deficiency is because the crop should be irrigated once this amount of moisture has been removed from the soil. This can be done by establishing a soil moisture monitoring system and regularly keeping track of the soil water deficit or depletion. There are 3 ways in which you can accurately determine the soil water deficit or depletion for irrigation water management. The first is using soil moisture sensors. The main advantage of using soil moisture sensors over other methods is that it consolidates all of the environmental conditions, such as temperature, humidity, light, into one single measurement. If you want to learn more about soil moisture sensors, the University of Minnesota website on irrigation talks a lot about it. The next method is the Checkbook Method. This method uses the soil water balance approach to determine the soil water and the rooting depth of the crop. This method is usually referred to as weather-based or evapotranspiration-based irrigation scheduling. There's an Excel spreadsheet for the checkbook method, and basically you input every time that it rains and every time that you irrigate, and the formulas in the checkbook give you your maximum allowable deficiency, aka when you should be irrigating. The last method is the good, tried and true feel and appearance method. Farmers have been doing this method for years, going out into their soil with a sharpshooter, digging down and just feeling their soil. You can definitely get good at this method if you've been doing it for a long time, but compared to the two other methods, it can be less accurate. However, this method is better than no method, so if you don't have the resources for the other two, consider using the feel and appearance method. After you've determined your soil water deficit, it's important to initiate an irrigation when the soil water deficit is expected to approach the maximum allowable deficiency. This procedure typically takes an operator 5 to 20 minutes daily to keep updated after determining their initial soil water characteristics, but it's well worth it. Planners in our office, as well as your crop consultant, could help you achieve any of these 3 irrigation methods. Well, thank you for listening to me today. I just wanted to tell you about our new cover crop program and just give a little overview on the irrigation article that I read. If you have any questions, feel free to give our office a call, 320-251-7800 extension 3, or visit our website, SternSCountySWCD.net.